Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tomorrow. I am very happy to report that the Axiom 4 mission has finally launched, and I couldn't be happier about it. It launched on June 25th at 6:31 Coordinated Universal Time from Launch Complex 39A in Cape Canaveral, Florida.
2, 1, ignition, and lift.
This is the fourth private astronaut mission for Axiom Space, having 4 different people from 4 different nations. Peggy Whitson is, of course, the commander of the mission, who is joined by India's first astronaut since the 1980s, Shubhanshu Shukla. Also on board is Poland's Slavoj Uznowski, and Hungary's Tibor Kapu. The cool thing is that they're carrying over 100 experiments with them, several biological experiments, and because of the delays in the launch, they actually had to replace a few of those. There were at least a handful of people from the Indian Space Research Organization and Poland's space agency that were a little upset that those experiments had to be replaced because the ones for the initial launch expired. As a reminder, this is a brand new Crew Dragon vehicle, and Peggy Whitson, as the commander of this mission, has the honor of giving a new name to this new Dragon capsule. And the name she chose was Grace.
Now we'd like to set our course for the International Space Station aboard the newest member of the Dragon fleet, our spacecraft named Grace. Grace is more than a name. It reflects the elegance with which we move through space against the backdrop of Earth. It speaks to the refinement of our mission, the harmony of science and spirit, and the unmerited favor we carry with humility. Grace reminds us that spaceflight is not just a feat of engineering, but an act of goodwill. Benefit of every human, everywhere. Over to you, Chip.
So we have Dragon Endeavor, Dragon Resilience, Dragon Endurance, Dragon Freedom, and now Dragon Grace to round out the fleet. Everything seemingly went well with the launch, including the landing of the booster back at Landing Zone 1 in Cape Canaveral, back at land. After a little over a day in space, the Dragon Capsule Grace successfully was able to rendezvous with the International Space Station, and the kind of faster rendezvous. A long time ago, it used to take up to 3 days to rendezvous with the space station, but now, after having refined orbits a little bit, they can sometimes do it in as quickly as 3 hours. But in the case of this mission, it took them a little over 24 hours to do the rendezvous. The Dragon capsule successfully docked, and I didn't notice this before with the new update with SpaceX's graphic, but I love how in the bottom right corner, it actually shows the thrusters puffing and firing instead of how we normally see in that area is the 9 Merlin engines firing or the single Merlin engine firing, or in the case of Starship, the Raptor engines firing. So I just thought that that was a really neat touch, and I actually really like it now. So keep doing it, SpaceX. But yeah, docking was successful. They were able to open up the hatch not too long afterwards, and the crew is inside the International Space Station right now, where they'll be staying for the next 2 weeks. This is not a tourism trip. As I said before, they have over 100 experiments with them, so they're going to be very busy the entire time that they're up there. Although short, I really do love these missions because it gives other astronauts a lot more opportunities to be able to fly and even do some short experiments. For Poland, Hungary, and India, this is the first time they've gotten one of their astronauts to fly since the Intercosmos program in the late 70s and early 80s. And especially in the case of India, I really appreciate how this is giving them a little bit more spaceflight experience before their own capsule, Gaganyaan, is ready for flight. So this is great. With the way that things have been going in the space industry, it's nice to get a little bit of good news with how crazy things have been lately. So very happy to see that this is going well, and hopefully everything goes well over the next 2 weeks for their experiments. And of course, their return flight back home is safe and there's no problems with any of the vehicles. There's always a chance that things could change with their return date due to weather, recovery sites, different factors that might play into it. But something that for sure needs to happen is their mission needs to wrap up and make way with the docking ports available at the International Space Station for the next actual crew mission, which is Crew 11. That'll also be launching on a Dragon capsule, and as of right now, it's scheduled for no earlier than July 31st. So, as long as there isn't any major delays with what's supposed to be this short mission, Axiom 4 should be out of the way in time for that mission to arrive. After that, the Crew 10 capsule, which is currently at the space station now, which launched in March of this year, should be planning on returning sometime in August, possibly later than that. Things are always need to remain a little bit flexible, but as of right now, that's the current plan for the crew rotations at the International Space Station. So, yeah, very happy and encouraged that this mission has been able to finally launch. I hope that this means that things will continue to go well for Axiom and that more international partnerships will develop because of this between the Indian Space Agency, the European Space Agency, and of course, NASA as well, and all of our private companies who seem to be taking over for NASA. In any case, thank you very much for watching this video. Be sure to give us a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell so that you're notified whenever we upload a new video. And also consider becoming a member to get access to exclusive content and to help us make more videos like this. And a huge thank you to everyone who's been supporting us already. As I said, it's great to get some good news finally. So until the next time I see you guys, keep moving onwards and upwards, and don't forget, Ad Astra, to the stars.